So, we are coming up on Jet Lag the Game Season 14, and judging by the photo that Sam posted to Blue Sky before recording started, it's another 3-player game and it takes place in South Korea. So what kind of 3-player game are we talking here? Well, tag across South Korea seems implausible because it's a very small area compared to where they usually play tag, and they're not centrally located. You could definitely play hide and seek in South Korea, but given that we've just had a mini-season and a full season recently of them playing hide and seek, I kind of doubt that this is what it's going to be. Which leaves us with the third option. It's a new 3-player game. So what kind of game is it going to be then? Well, what I think it's going to be is I think it's going to be a sort of Jet Lag take on hidden movement style games like Scotland Yard. So much like in tag, I think the players are going to be taking turns being hunted by the other two, but unlike tag and like hide and seek, I think the location of that hunted player is going to be unknown to the chasers. So maybe like in Scotland Yard, the chasers are only periodically going to be given the exact location of the hunted, and so they're going to have to infer where the hunted are based off what kind of tickets they're using and stuff like that. Maybe it's a system more like the board game Letters from Whitechapel or Whitehall Mystery, where the seekers are going to be going to stations to investigate, asking the hunted, have you been here? How long ago were you at this station? No matter what the exact mechanics may be, I speculate that it's going to be somewhat like hide and seek, except for two things. The hider, or the hunted, can move, and the investigation by the chasers is going to be much more about figuring out the path that they took rather than the exact spot where they're hiding. I maybe should mention that I'm not basing this off of a teaser you haven't seen or a trailer that they've released. No, they only released this photo. I'm simply making up what I would like to see. If this wild guess ends up being correct though, then I also want to predict that it's going to be branded as something like a manhunt across South Korea. So there we go. Another wild prediction by me. Now, let me get out of this forest.